this is how it happened. This is how Link died. Almost a year ago, Calamity Ganon was sealed. I watched Link slay the beast and Zelda seal it away forever. And then we waited. Hyrule braced itself for the inevitable power struggle. But it didn't come. Evil actually declined. Deep down, I knew war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to release the arrow.
Demonstration used just 5 ounces of my latest gloom. Tomorrow, this will see my child's play. Hyrule, this is your only warning.
Yesterday, there were 3.9 million people in the Kingdom of Hyrule. Today, not so many. The only people left in the land are the sort that enjoy the chaos. Scum, criminals, and worse. Not enough good people left to stop them. It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the kingdom. Tonight, Hyrule's relying on one man to save us all.
And with you, hero, I will have barely begun. Terror will spread far.
You sure know how to make an entrance.
How's the evacuation coming?
Last transport left the kingdom an hour ago. I'm just glad Josh got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Leaker Zelda?
We were tracking an unknown Zonai vehicle speeding through Eldon. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they got away. With the evacuation, I just don't have the power left in the land.
If you find it, tell your soldiers not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Ganondorf's crazy enough to unleash all this darkness onto Hyrule?
I won't let that happen, Cora.
Rito 3, this is Rito 5. We found riding monsters at Windvane Meadow. Suspected soldier down. Over.
Hey, Bat.
I'll make Ganondorf pay. don't win.
As if 100 years under Calamity Ganon wasn't bad enough.
This new hero is just a setup. Without the knight and the princess, Ganondorf can't be brought down, can he?
Half of the monsters here are already asleep, making them easy targets. Where is Ganondorf? What limb do I slice off first? You better not be lying.
The Demon King? Like hell he is. I bet he ain't even half of what Calamity Ganon was.
Well, well, shadowy hero. It seems you managed to retrieve another one of my trophies. I must admit, even I'm shocked that your primitive mind hasn't collapsed
Primitive
yet.
mind.
But they only get harder from you. You see. You see.
Primitive mind.
The inhabitants of this outpost are a lot more coordinated. I need to use a more tactical approach to take them out. I can use detective mode to see where each of them are and plan my attacks accordingly.
Where did this monster army come from anyways? cannot help but find satisfaction in your screams of anguish.
Raru, I'm approaching the site of the disturbance. What's down there?
I'm detecting a number of Yiga posts down there. They seem inactive currently, but I cannot guarantee the entire outpost is unoccupied. Stay alert, Link.
What is that? Raru, I'm seeing some kind of energy pulsing from a hole in the earth. Its readings detect traces of gloom.
Dear Hylia, then perhaps the rumors about a so-called depths is true. The Yiga clan have probably been shipping cargo out for weeks. I wonder why they fled the outpost.
There are deceased foot soldiers near those supply crates. I should open up a crime scene to figure out what happened to these soldiers and what they had to do with this pit. Strange. These crates carry no artifacts of harm, filled with nothing but mighty bananas. Why would they be taking supplies from the surface down into the pit instead of carrying exports back? One of the soldiers has a damaged windpipe. The most likely cause of death was by throttling. But there's also traces of gloom in his system. He was also carrying a vicious signal. If I scan the other soldier, it may unravel more clues. There's 2 open gashes across the soldier's chest, which means cause of death is most likely the signal from the other guard. This guard has traces of gloom in him too. But I still don't know for certain what exactly happened. If I can find where the dispute started, it may help me understand more. There's marks on the ground by the edge of the pit. 3 sets of footprints. The guards most likely were exposed to the gloom for too long and killed each other in the end. Considering how long I was under the gloom's effect, it's weird to see how much more potent it is on other people. But something else doesn't add up. There were 3 sets of footprints. Where's the 3rd individual? Raru, I'm heading down into the pit to go after a potential 3rd victim.
Link, you are not seriously considering jumping down into that hole. Who knows what you'll find down there?
I have to find out what happened here. This crime scene continues down wherever they were going. I have to follow the trail. Bodies down here. The first victim has a massive surge in gloom reading and a broken spine and skull. This was probably the 3rd victim I was looking for. He made it back to the surface and fell all the way back down here. The 4th victim gives off signs of burning to most of the areas behind and to the right of his body. A mere fire wouldn't do this. This was an explosion. There's no traces of gloom on this victim, which doesn't make sense, cause he may have been the only victim here who hasn't left the depths. Strange, the final victim doesn't have any sign of Yiga garb or rank at all. He has burns matching the previous victim and an impalement to the chest. He was probably intercepted by the 4th victim, and they both exploded before either could get away. Raru, I found 3 more victims, one of which I do not recognize. The tag on his coat indicates he's named Achilles Milo, and works in a place called Gotham City.
Gotham City does not and has never existed in Hyrule's history. Perhaps he was a nutjob who thought he was from another world.
There's something else down here too, some kind of zonai contraption. Its functions have never been recorded in recent or ancient texts. Maybe the deaths of the Yiga's foot soldiers were just one step in an even larger plot. That's impossible. This machine pulls particles out of the air to form a full shape as if it was pulled from someplace else. How does this technology exist? I should reinvestigate Milo's body. I may find more clues to his origins. Milo has a history in alchemy, making him a professor, which explains as if he was somehow able to use particles to dissipate through the air to someplace else. Now I know what happened here. Professor Achilles Milo is a scientist based in civilization known as Gotham City. No such place has ever existed on Hyrule's records, but that's because it's from another world. But like many, he got too into his research, and it cost his reputation and his sanity. His technology continued to evolve until it was so complex, there are sections even I cannot understand. But what he seemed to do in the end was somehow create a portal to our world. He did it because he needed Ganondorf's gloom from this world to boost production and potency of his harmful chemicals. Tampering with as much power was a mistake. Several aspects that shaped Gotham entered our realm when he did. Even if the foot soldiers were alerted and assassinated him, he created a series of separate anomalies. This explains why everyone is acting so weird, including me. By attempting to enter our world, he entangled both Hyrule and Gotham on several extreme levels. And now, the individuals of Hyrule are becoming more like the individuals of Gotham. At least 11 of concern have entered our realm. 12? This case is different. Even next to Ganondorf, I've never seen such a thirst for carnage.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
Now, if I was in charge, this never would have happened.